Money has always been a sensitive and powerful force in relationships, often acting as a quiet test of emotional maturity, communication, and compatibility. When couples first come together, they focus on connection, chemistry, dreams, and shared experiences. But as time passes, the reality of finances naturally begins to shape the partnership. It influences how decisions are made, how responsibilities are shared, and how each person feels valued or supported. Relationships rarely fall apart from a single argument about money. Instead, they gradually weaken through patterns of misunderstanding, unspoken expectations, and emotional pressures connected to financial stability. In this script, we will explore 7 deep reasons why money silently destroys relationships, each explained through a dedicated paragraph so you can understand not only the cause, but also the emotional impact behind it. 1. The conflict between spending habits. One of the most common reasons money harms relationships is the clash between different financial habits. Some people are natural savers who find comfort in security, while others are spontaneous spenders who enjoy the freedom of living in the moment. When these personalities come together, conflict becomes almost inevitable. The saver begins to feel the spender is careless, while the spender starts feeling controlled or judged. Even when both want the best for the relationship, these differences create a tension that slowly wears away trust and comfort. Over time, the relationship starts to feel like a negotiation rather than a partnership, leading to emotional distance. 2. Power imbalance created by income differences. Another powerful factor is the imbalance that arises when one partner earns significantly more than the other. Even if both people claim it does not matter, income differences almost always influence decision-making and the emotional dynamic. The higher-earning partner may begin to feel they have more authority, while the lower-earning partner may feel insecure, dependent, or overlooked. This imbalance slowly transforms normal conversations into silent battles for respect. Whether it shows up through disagreements about purchases or through subtle feelings of inadequacy, the emotional effect is the same. The relationship begins to lose its sense of equality. 3. Stress and anxiety caused by financial instability. Financial pressure is one of the strongest emotional stressors, and that stress inevitably spills into romantic relationships. When bills pile up, savings run low, or debt becomes overwhelming, partners often become tense, irritable, or withdrawn. Even small misunderstandings turn into arguments because both people are emotionally drained. The relationship shifts from a place of comfort to a place of survival, making it harder to communicate with patience and understanding. When financial instability lasts too long, it becomes a breeding ground for resentment, making partners feel they are fighting separate battles instead of facing life together. 4. Lack of honest communication about money. Many couples avoid discussing money because it feels uncomfortable, embarrassing, or confrontational. But the silence creates assumptions that slowly poison the relationship. When partners do not openly talk about their financial fears, responsibilities, or expectations, misunderstandings grow. One person may believe they are contributing enough, while the other feels overwhelmed or unsupported. This lack of transparency leads to hidden frustration, emotional disconnection, and sometimes even financial secrets. The longer money remains an avoided topic, the easier it becomes for trust to break down. 5. Financial secrets and dishonesty. When one partner hides debt, lies about spending, or makes major financial decisions alone, trust is severely damaged. Money-related secrecy often feels more personal than other forms of dishonesty because it threatens the practical security of the relationship. The betrayed partner begins to question everything: responsibility, commitment, future planning, and emotional integrity. Once financial trust is broken, it is extremely difficult to restore because money affects daily life in a way few other issues do. What begins as a single hidden purchase or concealed loan can escalate into a deep feeling of betrayal that overshadows the love shared. 6. Clashing visions for the future. Money plays a major role in shaping dreams and long-term goals. When partners have different visions for the future, financial disagreements multiply. One partner may want to invest, save, or build stability, while the other prioritizes lifestyle upgrades, travel, or short-term enjoyment. Even if both visions are valid, the lack of alignment turns the relationship into a constant compromise where neither person feels fully satisfied. This creates emotional distance, especially when one partner feels their dreams are being sacrificed for the sake of the other. Eventually, the mismatch begins to feel like a sign of incompatibility rather than a simple disagreement. 7. Emotional value attached to money. Money affects more than financial decisions. It affects how individuals feel about themselves. Many people connect their self-worth, confidence, and identity to how much they earn or contribute. If someone feels they are not meeting their own expectations, they may become withdrawn, defensive, or insecure. The partner may misinterpret this behavior as disinterest or emotional detachment, when in reality it is rooted in shame or frustration. These emotions create a silent emotional wall that weakens intimacy and communication. When money influences how partners value themselves, it naturally influences how they relate to each other. Money may seem like a practical issue, but its emotional influence runs deep. It affects psychology, self-esteem, communication, and the way partners interpret each other's intentions. Relationships do not fall apart simply because of numbers on a bank statement. They fall apart because those numbers trigger feelings of insecurity, resentment, fear, or mistrust. Understanding these emotional layers is the key to protecting a relationship from financial damage. Healthy couples talk openly about their concerns, align their goals, and respect each other's financial differences. They treat money not as a source of conflict, but as a shared responsibility that requires transparency, compromise, and understanding. If you can recognize these patterns early, you can prevent them from weakening the connection you value. And if you are beginning a new relationship, knowing these 7 emotional and financial truths will help you build a stronger foundation. Thank you for watching, and take this knowledge forward so that money becomes a tool of support rather than a silent force of destruction.